It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
Yeah, we dominate today. Line 90. Check line 54. Line 54. Switch.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, 0.
Play action, it's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first down, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plans. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. 8. Back. 56. Check 56. Let's go, G.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. His throw incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, you got D?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They start the drive with White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Pass incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This is White on the screen. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going with White here, toss left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Absolutely nowhere.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Play action. It's Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Newton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. 2nd on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running out of the gun with White, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now White. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Philip Dorsett catching the pass there against his former team. Played 3 years with the Patriots after 2 in Indianapolis. And was a member of the team that won Super Bowl 53, you might remember.
I'm coming. Check safety. Check. Cross. We got right there. Cross.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 38.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After the run, Newton going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Newton, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Opting to run again here with White, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
35 the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check right 21, right 21, check right 21. Run left, run left. Check right 21. Here we go.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now Wilson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. Here's 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Newton. He's going to let it fly. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Newton. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a toss right side with White. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.